In this problem, we're looking at a deck of cards, and the very first problem we're asked, given that one jack is removed, what is the probability that a jack is drawn? So we're going to say jack removed, given that a jack is removed, what's the probability of getting a jack? Okay, well, if one of these is removed, there are a total of 4 jacks in the pile. If you remove one, you only have 3 jacks left, and there aren't 52 cards, but there are 51 cards left over. So it would be a 351's chance, or 351sts. In letter B, we want to know, given that all red cards are removed, the probability of a black card being drawn. So black card being drawn, given that red cards removed, well, if you remove all the red cards, then you only have black cards left, so there's exactly a 100% chance of that happening. If you don't like to write down the number 1, you can say, well, there are 26 blacks left out of 26 total cards if you've removed all the reds. So that would come out to 1 or 100%. C, given that a red queen is removed, what's the probability that a red queen is drawn? Well, if a red queen is removed, that reduces the number of red queens down to 2. So given that a red queen is removed, what's the probability that a red queen is drawn? If a red queen is removed, given that a red queen is removed, well, there are going to be 51 cards left, and the probability of getting a red queen if one of them's gone is just 1 out of 51. There's only 1 red queen left. In letter D, given that all red queens are removed, so the probability that all red queens removed, what's the probability that a black queen is drawn? So we want to know what the probability of a black queen being drawn is. Okay, well, if you remove all the red queens, that means you remove 2 cards. So you have a total of 50 cards left. Well, what's the probability now that you get a black queen? There are still 2 black queens in the pile, so there's a 2 out of 50 chance that you'll get that. In letter E, given that all kings are removed, so remove all the kings, what's the probability that a red card is drawn? Okay, so the probability red card given that kings removed. All kings removed. Okay, well, if you remove all the kings, that's removing a total of 4 cards. So you have a total of 48 left. The probability of drawing a red card, well, you've removed 2 of the red cards, so that means there are still 24 red cards left. So 24 out of 48 times you'll be able to get a red card. In letter F, all numerical red cards are removed. Okay, so all numerical red cards are removed. That's these 10 plus these 10. So that means 20 cards have been removed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So you removed 18 cards. Well, if you remove 18 from 52, that gets us down to 36 cards left. And we want to know the probability of a king being drawn. Okay, well, there are 4 kings still in the pile, so there's a 4 out of 36 chance that you draw a king given all red cards removed. And finally, in letter G, we want to know what's the probability that a black king is drawn given that a red king is removed. So probability that a black king is drawn given that a red king is removed. Well, the red king being removed doesn't really affect your odds of getting the number of ways you can still get a black king, but if you remove a red king, that means you've reduced the pile down to 51 cards. The number of black kings left is still 2, so you have a 2 out of 51 chance.